Do we get disconnected or not? This is gonna take a long time. Take a long- did we get disconnected? I'm just this video just starts with me like holding a bowl. Like, damn, yeah, it did. At least it's like reconnecting immediately. This has not happened in a long time. Like there are nights where it disconnects completely, usually once, and I have to like manually restart it. But tonight it's just being breaking up. For what reason I do wonder. Perhaps the weather is a bit more out of control. So I guess if you're just tuning in or watching this, welcome to the channel. Illuminati Miss Dex. I'm here with the Dex. Sorry, I'm about to export this one. So I don't have to do it after. That is so wild, though. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I guess it's like phases, you know? Hey, everybody. Sorry, I just was having connection issues. I gotta refresh this stuff. You know what song popped in my head today for the first time in a while? You search, babe, oh, but how long, babe, can you search for what's not love? Everybody will help you. Some people are very kind, but if I save you and die, come on, give it to me. I'll keep it with mine. Man, this isn't syncing. It's like because I have the ad browser open, scroll the ads, I have like the chat is there, and there's a few messages that are there that I'm seeing. Barbie is descended. I should make one that's this Barbie is descending into the underworld. Psycho spirituality is fine with me. I'm a fellow chaos. What's literally fire? Okay. The chat is finally caught up. It's just missing a few messages that'll probably be in the stream, but it couldn't see here. So anyway, so many disruptions to thank you. I can't help it if you might think I am odd. I say I'm not loving you for what you are, but for what you're not. Everybody will help you discover what you set out to find. But if I save you and die, come on, give it to me. I'll keep it with mine. Thank you. This Barbie is a beatnik. That is one of the ones that I did make today. Yo, I have a friend. A friend of mine posted some of their own Barbie memes, and they're like, "This Barbie is ready to join the cult." Was like, "Shut the fuck up! Look at this." But I haven't posted my Barbie memes yet, so it was really funny. Um, just it was really 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 funny. Um, this Barbie is the singer. This Barbie is an unmasked singer. This Barbie is a fucking rock star. This Barbie is drinking rock star. This Barbie does not drink rock star. Anyways, this Barbie drinks Move colas, pink colas. What about the devil? I know. It's got like a little bit of caffeine and everybody likes alcohol and tributes and stuff, and I can't just be getting drunk all the time. So the least I can do is give them a fucking pop. You know what I'm saying? I know. But for me, it's the caffeine. The taste is fine. I shouldn't. I'm just accustomed to it. I worked in restaurants for a long time, and growing up, I drank it like a lot of it. For a long time, I'd only drink it when I was really sick of coffee, but now it's more like I'm just lazy and really only make one French press a day. I don't allow myself multiple French presses a day. So like you just if I'm drinking a French press, because that was my first one, and if I'm not drinking, I already had one. Yeah, no, I know. I try to avoid all of the dyes. I don't, but I try to cut it back. Pop is my one thing that I the caramel doesn't hurt me really almost at all compared to like red 40 and the blue and yellows. Yeah. The caramel color doesn't bother me as much. I feel like I'm so used to it. But anyway, let's focus on the tarot, shall we? Uh the train leaves at 10:30. But it'll be back tomorrow, same time again. The conductor, he's weary, still stuck on the line. But if I save you every time, come on, give it to me. I'll keep it with my heart. I know I had to finish. I had saying it so long. I was doing it too much for a second because it was literally like lived in my head. It's not really an earworm song, but it is so good that you just can't help but be singing it. And I feel like my voice when I sing, oh my god, oh my god, I don't even know. There has been so many. What's your definition of weird? What is your definition of weird? What would you think is the weirdest? I like literally there have been so many. I think my first one for a stranger was the weirdest one. I just recently told this story actually. Um no, but the song's like literally so beautiful that it just gets really stuck in my head, even though it's not repetitively annoying. It's not really the qualities of an earworm. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Been a long time since I sang it. I was already on the third verse. I had to finish it. But yeah, I think the weirdest was like going up to a complete stranger in a jazz bar with a group of his friends, sitting down, basically calling out his recent breakup or the death of somebody. I didn't really inquire and I didn't find out like what the actual scoop was. When I was really new at tarot, I was like a few months into tarot, and my friend who I had been giving readings to, who was basically like she wasn't with me, but we worked at the same hippie shop when I found my first tarot deck bought me a bullhorn from Mexico too. It was like I still have it. It's kind of have like a secondary altar set up, and it's in my secret altar, my hidden space right now. But it's there, and I kind of so obsessed with it. Always will be. Anyways, I love her. Happy birthday. She's an Aries, but a March Aries. Doesn't matter. I was really new at tarot. I was a few months into tarot because if I found my first deck at this job and I only worked that job for like 5 months, then there I was, very, very fucking new at tarot. And I just went up to, I just I don't know, I didn't really, like, have a sense of intuition. Ooh, that sounds really nice. I love that. It's if intuition, I'm guessing, in my own body or something, yeah. I love that. I never heard of her. But I love illuminating, I'm a sucker for that word, literally. That makes sense, yeah. Um, but yeah, it's like, I had a sense of things where I was like I don't wanna say recovering because I don't think it was I was recovering from MDMA and coming down from psychedelics, right? I don't think I ever needed to recover from psychedelics. They're not a they're pretty overall a decent thing, but the MDMA, yeah, I had to recover from that. So this was like a year or 2 after or the following yeah, like a year or 2 after my, recovery, and I was, like, smoking less weed, popping less pills, like, all that. Um, where I was, like, really starting to sober up at the time when I found my tarot deck, and, did actually have complete stints of sobriety that's, like, no caffeine. It's hard to cut everything out. I was smoking cigarettes too, and I cut everything out at once just to prove I could. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. And it just didn't help at all, so smoke weed and have less caffeine than I used to, but, what? What? Congratulations. What? And k Oh. Funny. Same. Love that. Yeah, it is challenging. We're having so many conversations. LOL. Been there. Um Oopsies. It's probably very alleviating though in the moment. I've definitely predicted some pregnancies, but yeah. So yeah, quitting everything all at once is very challenging. But I think it was part of the stipulation to get my tarot cards where they wanted to make sure that I was good. And I was like, yeah, I'm good. Can I go back to doing my shit? And they were like, absolutely. We just wanted to see if you could be without it and understand it's sacred. And it took a long time for me to really recognize how sacred like caffeine or coffee is. Right. Um, so it was very, very early in my readings, and I was very nervous and maybe was completely sober. Like I may have been still like I had a drink and we smoked a joint. That sounds right too. Um, and I just went up to a stranger, not really being in touch with my intuition, not being completely well versed in the shit. And I just saw him sit there and I just sat down next to him and I was like, "Hey, I'm kind of new at this, but can I give you a tarot reading?" He was like, "Sure." And I laid out the worst cards. I like was so not like I wasn't that familiar with the deck. It was my Thoth deck that I still use. And the cards were so bad that it was the first time that I had seen most of them in a reading. First time the fucking 7 of discs came up, first time the 3 of swords came up, first time I wanna say the tower, but I remember the whole reading was, like, blue. And I was just like, "Dude, I kinda don't know how to tell you this. This looks awful. I feel like this is bad news. I'm so sorry to tell you that it seems like you're really fucking depressed and blah, blah, blah." And then, kinda brought it back around and was like, "Oh, but, it'll get better. I think the sun came up," or something like that, and he just was quiet and was just like, "No, I mean, I think it was pretty accurate, and I really actually wanna say thank you. That was amazing. Thank you, and I'm sorry." And then I just disappeared and never saw him again. That was one of the weirdest readings. It wasn't one of my first because I like I said, I have been reading for my friends a ton at that point, kind of for fun, you know? But it was the first stranger that I just went up to at a fucking jazz bar and was like, "Yo." And it was horrible, and he was like, "That was amazing." I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. You can give someone bad news and they'll thank you." I love to be me. But I hope he's okay, whoever he is. Didn't even ask his name or anything. Literally, like nothing. That was probably the weirdest reading. Other than that, it would have had to be some dead, like probably the first time, not the first time that I channeled a dead person, but probably the first time I channeled Nico really stands out because she was the strongest spirit I ever really like channeled before. Where I feel like it was one of my first true possession moments when it came to the channels. Nico stands out, even though John Lennon was kind of like the first one. He wasn't the first. I had done, I don't know. It's almost like the random moments are weirder than the tarot readings. That's why that first one stands out. And then, like I said, Nico was is a powerful woman. That's why when I sing her songs, that's what I was about to say. When I sing, it sounds fine, and I really like my voice and all that. But when I sing Nico, it is like enchantress stuff. It's like, how is this so smooth? That's funny. I've gone deep dive on her so many times. You just don't have a very good memory, or that's the one I was just singing. You search, babe, and an album with Lou Reed or the Velvet Underground, blah 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 blah. She was a factory girl. She made Chelsea Girl the album. She was in a bunch of movies, like art films. Oh, I got you. I thought you were like, come on. No, no, no. But whenever I sing her songs, it just seems like it comes out better than when I sing anything else, except maybe my own. I am workshopping a few, but it's a slow process. I also was working on this painting and I can't find my egg. Remember how I was like working on an Easter egg and I wanted to have it done for Easter? I don't know where the fuck I put it. I just can't remember. So I guess I'm not meant to make the egg. Probably means I've avoided pregnancy. Yes, 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 again, yet again. It's good. Oh, but look at this painting's coming along a little bit. If y'all missed my art stream, we'll get back to this soon. I need to rearrange behind here before I can paint again on here because I just like I like my setup, but it's not functional the way it is. It's like I have to move too much stuff around to be able to do different things. But Grace Jones at the Moon Castle in the Sky type vibe coming along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, and these, yeah, these are Honeybee originals, but yeah, these were gifts also. People started getting me gifts at the end of March. I'm like, y'all, my birthday's in like a whole month. It's not even tourist season yet, but thank you. I guess April is mine. Yeah, because this is like fucking gorgeous. This is also fucking gorgeous. Yeah. So honeybee art and photography, or photography and art. No, my personal what? Are you drunk? You took that shot. You took that shot. Cheers, buddy. Bet. I have the tiniest hands ever, and I still feel like they're too big for an iPhone. I literally have fucking baby hands. Giant feet, baby hands. Not sure. Nah, I'm fucking not sure. Fucking annoying, right? Talk about center of gravity being the fucking hips, you know? Listen, I needed my phone is fucked up. LG stopped making phones. Somebody gave me a free iPhone. I was like, all right, I'll take it. I'll use it. Now it just gives me problems all times of the fucking day. Goddamn annoying. So, anyways, yeah. Um, we're doing tarot. This is a bit chatty for tarot. We just wasted 30 minutes not even reading the cards. All I've been doing is singing and smoking weed, which is honestly, listen, it's part of the process. It's part of the spiritual work. You do have to put something in to get stuff out. Y'all act like I don't have to do anything except draw some fucking cards. Like, no, in order to keep my um connection nice. In order to keep my connection as clear as it is, I have to put in the work and maintain and sacrifice and be willing to give and put up offerings just like anybody else does. And I think that's why I sing a lot. I think that's why I fucking drink pop and stuff. Mystic as fuck. Um, and I can't even lie. I look oh my god, I look my Easter look, I look a little bit young, but oh my god, I look so cute that it's distracting me. I can't even imagine how anybody else would feel who isn't me and looking at me, and I'm so fucking cute that I am having a hard time. Yeah, I'm gorgeous, sure, but like right now, all this, it's so cute. It's annoying. It's like annoying me because it's distracting. And just like so cute. What a look. I look like a fucking Fabergé egg from 2001, A Space Odyssey, on acid or something. It's so cute because I know I kind of was talking about this the other night, and I think I brought it up in my real life too. Where like, yo, I refuse to jump on trends. Y'all know me. I said it like a couple months ago where I was like, I made that rule a long time ago, even in high school. It's like anti-trending anything. Um, don't really give a fuck about whatever. I just like the things I like when I like them. But this Barbie stuff, I'm all in. Like, I cannot explain that. It does run that deep for me. Okay. The fuck is that supposed to mean? Like, I can have bangs whenever the fuck I want, or is that why I'm cute? I'm confused. What is that comment about? Um, anyways, fucking weirdo. Just kidding. But what? Anyway, the Barbie stuff runs deep for me because I like was high key obsessed with Barbie. I was obsessed with Barney when I was like a toddler, and then it turned into Barbie right after. It was like the Spice Girls. Well, you're the only one really like giving any heat to me, so of course you get the heat back. Really into the Spice Girls probably like catapulted me into the Barbie stuff. And I gave up Barbie only when Bratz dolls came out, and I gave up Bratz dolls because my friends were like, "You still play with dolls?" And I got rid of them all, and it was very embarrassing and sad, and I was, like, really depressed to sell it all at a garage sale, and, like, it was good God, so sad. Um, 'Cause, like, I wasn't ready, but I was, like, too old for it, so the whole Barbie thing, like, I may seem like not the type, but I was definitely like I had so many different Barbies. Everybody in my life knew to just get me a Barbie and I'd be so happy because they were all so beautiful, so much fun. The doctors, the mermaids, the whatever the fuck. There's those changing color mermaid ones. Those were like my top three favorite Barbies were these fucking like fairy mermaids. They had wings and flippers. It was like pink, blue, and yellow, I think. They were, oh my God, like I was so about it. This is like a long time coming for me, even though it's a part of myself that I repressed was like the hyper femininity aspect of me, aka being gay since the 3rd grade or whatever. Like, um, that it's just such a celebratory moment to be able to see that I am not a Barbie, but like this being my day one aesthetic kind of to be cute, fun, spunky, whatever, colorful, sparkly, instead of suppressing it with my overly done hot gothic type goth punk anti this, anti that of my adolescence or even early 20s. Um, pastel goth, right? Psychedelic goth, psychedelic goth punk. Yeah. Oops. Mhm. I'm using extraterrestrials. I've been telling everyone I'm trying not to use aliens anymore. I've been telling people I'm not trying not to use that word. Because I usually use it for myself. I'm about to call myself a slave, and I'm about to call anybody else a slave either. So thank you for sharing that. By the way, I've been going with ETs. When is this book from? Damn. Oh my god, sky dancers were the bomb days, but they don't last long because like, you hit a kid in the face and then you're grounded for a week, and it's not your fault, but you gotta take away the toy, and then it's like, they stopped making them because kids were getting hit in the face, but, like, Sky Dancers it wasn't Sky Dancers in Flight, it was, like, it's commercials, they had a show. Didn't they have, like, a whole show? It wasn't Sky Dancers in Flight, but maybe. Wow, okay, cool, I was wondering. It seemed more modern, but I was like, some of these takes sound exactly like some of the stuff that I've written, like a poem about Dancing with Death. So it's very much I think when you see so much, like, culturally referenced like that. Yep. I know, that's what I'm saying, but there was actually, like, a Sky Dancer song. Sky Dancers. Like, launch into flight. It was very it was not the same, but it was similar, but it was, like, some the lyrics were similar, I think. Um, it's distracting, though. The toxicity started with whoever gave it to us. Like, we didn't make the toys just because we had the toys, you know what I'm saying? So, anyway, finding yeah, right? Finding joy in the things that you once loved and feeling no guilt or shame in loving them, right? I wish I still had my fucking vintage 2002 Bratz dolls. Are you fucking kidding me, bro? Like, yeah, who wouldn't? This whole Spice Girl Barbies, you should have seen me freak out on Christmas Day when I got all 5 of them. I literally was so shook. I was convinced in Santa because I was like, there's no way that my parents locked down all 5 of these Barbies. I was like 6 years old. I was like, Santa has to be real. This is a goddamn Christmas fucking whatever I would have said as a child. This is a miracle, Christmas miracle. Like I freaked the fuck out. We get to have our moment. And I'm not the only one. There's tons of girls who were like, fuck yeah, Barbie. And most of us are gay. Isn't that funny? You think of like, oh, that's for girls. Yeah, girls who like girls. Girls got titties, okay? Girls be scissoring. That's what Barbies is. Come on now. Yeah? Yeah? Just saying. Love that. Love that. The gays and the girls are coming out July 21st in the theaters. The start of Leo season. Maybe it could be Cancer season. I feel like it's Leo. It feels like Leo season. Is Margot Robbie a Leo or a Libra? Cancer. I just looked this up. So I knew that kind of. She's Australian. God, she's so perfect. I just can't. So perfect. Beautiful. I love her. Shouldn't call someone I don't know perfect. No, there's never enough Kens to go around. It's so funny. It's like, okay, sure, Ken. Like, it's so queer coded, right? Like, Barbie's always been gay. It's fine. You're so cute. Pretended to be excited when I rewrapped the game. So sad, right? It's so sad. They do not understand this the joys of and I don't wanna sound like an old person. It's not necessarily just a coming of age or, like, disrespecting what the youth is doing. It's just, like, truly fathoming and being able to watch the way that the world that we knew is dying, and it's not a phenomenon that is only unique to us, but it happens I wouldn't it's probably to some degree it happens in every generation, but to the extreme that it's happened with us, where we literally watched the transformation of the technological revolution take over like our lives. Like we witnessed that. But there's really only like what the industrial revolution where people started driving cars and shit was the last time that people were like probably shocked as hell. Like, dude, people aren't walking around with horse and buggies anymore. And we're like, damn, kids ain't really offline anymore, So it's like there's that little bit of like, oh, everything's changing, laws changing, and this place is in business and blah 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 changes. Sure, sure. But in this way of life, pretty wild. there's not a ton of discernible differences between like the 70s and 80s, right? Because they may have had better TVs, but they had TVs, they had record players. Now they have 8 tracks, but they're already collecting physical music of their own. Whereas before the 8 track and before the fucking 45s, it was the radio, or whatever, or well, no, that's probably not true. I feel like vinyls were probably the first pressing of on the gramophones, and radio came after, right? Yeah, come on, don't be that wacky. Trying to think of good words. Remember, don't be so kooky. Oh my god, Neopets were so fucking cute. I loved Neopets. Remember Gaia World? A little more niche, but I was obsessed, and it kind of like the whole website shut down shortly after my best friend got into it. You knew they were it for me. Like that was, woo, they were so like fairies and shit. Yeah, and then it shut down in like 2004 probably. Wait, what? It's still here? Maybe it's a relaunch? Oh yeah, this is not the same. This is so not the same. Okay, so they, like, shut it down and reopened it or what? Dude, that's what I'm saying. Do you remember when it shut down, though? Or am I making that up? Gaia Online? Thank you. I wanna look for that. That's so fucking cute. Oh, this is a yo. Yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. You're fucking kidding. This is so cute and, like, low-key cringe. Is this for children, or is it just only like, grown, nostalgic adults? Because like, that's where it's a little questionable, right? Oh my god, building those cutie little characters. We spent hours and hours on it, and just oh my god. Okay, let me catch up on the chat. Hmm. Age locked for children? That's good, I guess, right? How did you get into your account? They just don't verify you because you were a child once? Or yeah, that's good. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because it's just people who were there in the 90s and the early 2000s. Okay, so maybe did they actually start charging money for the website? Is that what I meant by shut down, where we just ended up stopping using it because we weren't about to pay for it? Because I do remember like getting into it and then it just went away. Okay, so I might have to make a Gaia Online account and tell my childhood best friend about it because, yes, I'm fucking obsessed right now. Yeah, okay. All right. I feel like I got that sleepy vibe where I'm like ready to get into some tarot actually. Even though we got 18 minutes. I was real fucking run ads at this point. Cannot believe I just was like so ready to do the reading and then we just talked. There's a lot of inspirational conversation and being in touch with your inner child and allowing yourself to go to the Barbie movie in full pink with all the lesbians that will be at the theater that day. Okay. So ad break and tarot. You're gonna have coffee. Okay. 3 minutes. LOL, sorry. I got distracted and then like made it obvious that I was distracted by being like, yo, and not coming back, but I'm back now. So let me catch up on the chat. Okay. I love that. Yeah, it sounds really good. It sounds really good. I like it a lot. I like that it's from, oh man, that was like my junior year of high school. Love that. Would have loved it then probably too. Probably needed it, but didn't have it at the time, even though it already existed, you know? Okay. So now that everybody's gone, now that it's just us, yo, I want to wrap this up soon too. And I'm like, I'm gonna do 2 different tarot decks. I've been saying that for 2 hours. That's crazy. What do I think is gonna happen? Like what? It's weird. Maybe tomorrow will be those decks. Okay, let's just get through this. I just have been like in chat with y'all. Source hasn't been here in a minute, and Morph, you're so like like in it right now. Typing out book quotes where I'm just like very caught up in the chat. Could care less. Thank you. Yeah, you know I don't have any. Is it that obvious? Yeah, you talk about it all the time. Okay, so I have there's a few Halloween Oracle cards and mostly pink deck cards. I know. Just saying. I'm just saying. I'm enjoying the chat. I was really ready for the reading, touched the cards, and then switched over and haven't shut up since. Whole hour went by just on chatting about mostly Barbie. So anyway, I'm not gonna just sit here and be like, "There's a fortune coming." Whatever. We got invisibility, authenticity on its side on this end, and we have the sixth position water on its side on this hand. Now, with this invisibility being on its side, we have the Queen of Wands on the upright face up, and we have a card face down. So behind these emotions that the feminine is feeling, gossip. 3 discs. The people are talking. Welcome. No. The people are talking about things, whether it's like behind your back or just about you. I think, I don't know, it could be, I don't know. If it's face down like that, I would say there's a lot of talk and maybe even some work going on in whatever is going on here with the Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands is like seated at her throne, feeling herself, sitting in her power, master of her own emotions, ready to follow the passion, um, part of the fire and flames. But behind that, what's not being seen is like the behind the scenes, basically. This 3 of discs is works in my deck, where it's like things coming together and being balanced. But there's a lot of people in this card. And so it's like, yeah, gossip or whatever, but it's also like a lot of work going into the behind the scenes or the behind these emotions. So some while not everyone's being true to themselves, it's because there's a lot going on in the background, which that sounds like an excuse. It sounds like a same kind of bullshit narrative as last year. But at the same time, it does feel like something is anew, where there's something afoot, not something aloof. If that makes sense. Something afoot, not something. So on the other hand, here the feminine is also like, I don't even know if I want to. I don't even know if I'm gonna like offer. I don't know if I'm gonna put my hand out. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm gonna take this step because it requires none other than forgiveness, reducing burden. How much forgiveness can you have? It depends on how absolutely, you know, degenerated you were, right? Like, it depends. It just depends. If you're not sure, you have to at least try. You have to apologize. Because guess what? Face down, first card is the world. Low key, it does work out. And then we have 4 more face down cards, and then a face up card on its side, which is the tower. Reducing burden. Thanks. I was just like, I just said no and then ignored it, and I thought they left, but right? Like, you walk in as soon as I start reading something, just listen to it. Like, I don't get the need to be like, hey, can you put my personal information on blast? You give me your undivided attention when you're trying to entertain multiple people. You listen. We're gonna tell my Yes, we're gonna tell my karmic story. I did promise to tell the story for like days on end because it's like, yeah, I do deserve it. I deserve it. Um, and I'll never shy away from that. Never gonna like sit here and pretend like I didn't do some of the same things that are done unto me too. But the point is that I've grown, so I handle them now because you kind of have to. It's kind of the way it goes down, right? Get read along for a minute before two. This is where you're supposed to be, dude. All 5 of you. But it all works out. So it's like if you don't know if this person's going to accept your apology or not, you have to at least apologize to know if they will accept your apology instead of just being like, how could they ever forgive me? I don't know. Why don't you find out if you want them to forgive you, right? You have to apologize in order for someone to forgive you. They might forgive you in a way that they know and don't communicate to you to some degree of like, sure, I'm moving on. I forgive them for not knowing or not treating me right, but you'll never get that forgiveness. They're forgiving themselves by forgiving you if they're not forgiving you to your face, right? And what I say by forgiving themselves, I do mean that if they put themselves in a situation with the likes of you and you were awful and can't apologize or own up to your own fucking who you really are and not who you complain about being, but who you really are. Until you have that at least a eureka moment in which you can sit and say, hey, maybe I should apologize plainly and not, yeah, I did that. I suck, because it's a non apology. Or say, I did something so absolutely fucked up. You gotta at least apologize first. So, do your worst. You already did. Might as well make up for it. Go ahead. Right? So, anyway, oh, you're not, you're a Taurus. Who am I supposed to apologize? I've been trying to apologize to people for like too long where I don't even know if I owe anybody an apology, but I see my wrongs and I see like the way my behavior has evolved and changed over the years to where I'm like so different now that I'm like, I would never do that. And now I understand why I should have never done that. And there's just this like, I don't want to say dissonance, but there's just like certain situations that I'm still kind of like cracking up and also horrified over in the same way. So it does all work out. King of Wands. Didn't we start with the Queen of Wands? And the King of Wands is like, I see you over there. I'm about to get up and come get you. 5 of Swords, no matter what. It may be quiet now, maybe still, maybe nothing, maybe just looking, maybe just thinking, maybe just plotting, but it's coming in. 8 of Wands, about to tell somebody, I'm sorry, this and that, got feelings or whatever the fuck, yeah. And this, Page of Swords in reverse. I will not cut it. Not. What does that? God damn it! When it's confusing or uncomfortable, probably. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Um, a lot of people to apologize to. But Page of Swords in reverse right after that. What does that mean? Forgive yourself for not seeing it sooner. Forgive yourself for not knowing better. Forgive yourself for um, staying aligned with it. You know, it was really sad. It's been recent. It's been very, very sad. The more the more I love myself in the little simple ways of like I've always really like loved who I am and been like into being unhinged and unpredictable and like chaotic channel because I had kind of the whiplash of no choice. The PMDD was there. I just didn't know what it was, so it's just like leaning into it. Um, yeah. Um, I was okay with that. So I always had like a love for myself, like a love for who I am, my personality, my art, my poetry, my um, do-goodedness at the core of things, no matter how people perceive me or how challenging things got or how mean I could be. I just always wanted to be better and do good, and I just always admire that about myself. Hopefulness. So I've always loved myself for who I am, but it wasn't until more recently that I like even in the past week where we're watching me cut out words like stupid, dumb. I say that stuff about myself all the time because it's casual and it doesn't bother me as much. Nothing wrong with being dumb if you're dumb. So I felt like just it was honesty, but then it's like if I just love myself enough to not say those things and embrace every part of me more than to just insult myself, then then love on an even deeper level. But once you really truly can do that and be like, damn, I don't really maybe I don't give myself enough credit. Maybe I never needed to lurk in the shadows. Maybe I ought to find people who like me instead of thinking I have no friends. Um, because once you can accept a new level of love for yourself, unfortunately, you do realize how much people have not loved you up until that point if you didn't already have that inherent, deeper, kinder love for yourself. That's been hard. Some people are growing with me, some people are going the other way. Period. Like, yep. Yep. I'm like, what do you even think this is anymore? I don't know what else to fucking tell you. Like, that's what it comes down to at the end of the day. What? What is the Elizabeth Holmes impersonation? Who is that? What does that mean? Yeah. Okay. Who is that? Oh, Elizabeth Holmes? Like Sherlock? I think so. Is she dead? No, sorry. No, but she is an Aquarius, so she's dead inside. Cute. Whoa. Youngest self-made woman billionaire? Avoiding prison? Wow, thanks a lot. Oh, oh, oh. Damn, and I sounded like her? I don't even know if that's a compliment then. Doesn't sound like it. But anyways, um Jesus fuck. I cannot believe you just compared me to that woman. What the hell? Okay, so part of the reason we had this little sidebar conversation was because you brought something up and I needed to information. But I needed to wait and kinda let this card settle in because I was like, "What is this message? Am I wrong about my intuition? Is this the opposite of what I've been thinking and feeling and seeing and understanding?" Yeah, it probably is. So I sat here. Um, what? and this stuff, this information, apology, emotions coming through or whatever, with the Page of Swords in reverse after it. I was like, huh, what does that mean? That this person's not going to put in the effort, they're not going to leave, they're not going to take any action? And it's like, no, nothing's going to stop them from doing it. That's, I think, because if the Page of Swords was in the upright, it would be like something holding them back, something. Look, if it was in the upright, if these are incoming emotions and apologies coming from this way, and this Page of Swords was in the upright, coming back at it to disrupt it, to deject, to no. It was right up until this point. That's what I was saying. Is there's like an apology coming to you. That's what. But also keep in mind these are soulmate readings, so there might be a bond with somebody who like amidst all that, there's a one relationship you should be fixing type thing. If that was your narrative. Yeah. This is the very last card was the Page of Swords in reverse, is that nothing is going to stop them from giving you this apology. Nothing. But that's kind of the idea. That was. Oh, and then the tower on its side. Are you gonna let your whole world fall apart over this, or are you gonna like rebuild, or is it just gonna be what it is, right? Yes. Well, maybe, but I think that's what the whole nothing will stop them is that you don't have to provide a thing. You don't have to nurture this. You don't have to pay attention to this. It will just, nothing is going to stop them. Nothing. So you don't have to do anything. Okay, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Whatever you say, Virgo. Okay, Virgo. Fair. But no, they might like go show up at your job or hit up one of your friends or um like, you know, call you on a fake number. It's so many ways to like you don't have to give them the opportunity and they'll do it anyway. Is what I'm sensing. Look, Page of Swords coming in. They're gonna come in and disrupt your flow of things. They do not care anymore. Nothing will stop this person from. Might not be who you think it is, though. Is the thing. Okay. I'll do that. So please go back in. But I wouldn't do the fucking Halloween Oracle for Jesus Day. Makes sense. At least we're in tarot mode now. They're flying. We're good. I fly like paper, get high like plane. If you catch me on a quarter, on the border, I got visas in my name. If you come around here, I'll make a more day. Wanna fight, hustler, make my name. I don't remember last. I saw Footloose like one time. It was like not my shit. Oh look, how'd she get in here? Wrong deck. It was Halloween Oracle and Mystery Deck. But I really like the song. Now I gotta cut loose, foot loose, kick off my Sunday shoes. Ooh-wee, Marie, shake it for me. Oh, my love, come on, let's go. Well, damn. Somebody's a fucking vampire. Aww. You never know how it tastes if you don't take a bite. Okay, so I really love that I've been like, I accidentally knocked the goddamn smiley face off the wall and I've been using it as like a fucking prop wand, whatever. Yeah, anybody anybody who's watching right now already knows that. But it's cute because I set it down to pick up the cards right now, and the vampire card, emotional intelligence, fell on top of the smiley face pin. I just spun it too. This is crazy. So it's literally sitting on there. But the pin, because the stick had to go so that it's not stabbing me, um, is upside down. So I almost feel like there's a very specific message of like either somebody might be a bit of a vampiric energy, but it's almost like they're taking your sadness. So it's like they're draining you, but of sad feelings, and you like don't like that because you're like, but I'm sad and I want to be sad, and this is my sadness. Big fucking Pisces ass energy of like you like are trying to drain someone harder because they're like a happy, inspirational person, and you're like a miserable. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so there's this vampire energy on top of this like turn the frown upside down where it's like the vampire wants to come take the sad stuff, but whoever is sad is like, but I want to be sad, I want to be miserable, I want to like whatever. And it's kind of just like, why though? But okay, if somebody's just like willing to alleviate your pain, why would you not want them to? Bizarre, isn't it? But also vampire stuff, maybe it's not for everyone, I don't know. Sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. Why are you sorry? Because you have no joy. I'm a married prankster. What the fuck did you just. Oh, what? Are we sworn enemies? Is that why we fight so much? A happy trickster? Is that a joke? Are you teasing me? Of course I'm a married fucking prankster. I'm trying to drive the bus. The fuck? Come on now. Ooh. Ah, I love that. Lady de los Muertos. Acceptance and equality. Ooh, she fell face down in the reverse. You're not paying me enough. You are not. You're trying to come in with an offer and you want a low ball from the start. It's not going to go well for you, whatever it is that you're asking. Whether it's art or more, I'm absolutely like, like cracking up at the thought. It's not enough. If you are going for a job and they offer you something, it's not enough. Okay. If you get a promotion or they're like, yo, we'll give you an extra dollar to take on a whole bunch of responsibility, or like you want to go salary and be a manager, like, don't do it. Somebody might owe you money, but this is also like, oh, in reverse, somebody ain't giving you enough. Maybe if you got someone on a payment plan or some shit, like, yo, I know. Me? Well, duh. That's what I have come to realize, that I have always loved myself enough to love anyone, and I shouldn't love anyone because a lot of them didn't love me back. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like I had enough love for my degenerate self as a young, unhinged, insane, unwell person. Gotta love it. But yeah, Skull of Darkness, Blind Spots, Winter, the Sacredness of Pausing. Got blindsided this winter. Somebody did something a little fucked up. The money's not there. Yo, there's no money. No more. There's no money in the banana stand since when? Joy, rejoicing in the present, also landed on the smiley face once I picked up the other one, the upside down smiley face, and it's tipping. So somebody's like sad and maybe getting sadder, because you didn't take the help. You didn't take the vampire who was like, "Yo, I will literally eat your sadness." and give you joy in exchange for nothing more than the exchange because I am an alchemist. Okay, I turn waves into light. Right? I turn water into beams of gold, you know? Maybe it's not necessarily a vampire, but I'm told whatever. So it's like if you don't want that, that's on you. But just know that if you're like so miserable and never gonna be happy, it's because you didn't take your not even an easy way out, but it is an easy way out. Werewolf exploring wildness, and now you're fucking doing anything you can to relive it. It's like a drug thing, right? You're like addicted. Very vampiric, very True Blood, very Sookie vibes. The more that unfolds with Sookie, the more I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. Is this literally, did this predict my life? I thought American Horror Story did, but this is like American Horror Story just copied True Blood almost verbatim. I'm like, am I Sookie Stackhouse? How did y'all know this was gonna happen if I didn't know this was gonna happen? How did you know my cousin? I don't understand. I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm not from Louisiana. It's not about me. It's a coincidence. Or probably, could be many of us. Anyway, zombie control. You're obsessed and you would do anything to taste it again. The underworld where all things pause and begin again. Sometimes you just need to descend into your own madness to see what madness truly is before you go around trying to say what is or isn't. Spider, community of web weaving. Everybody will help you. Some people are very kind. The underworld where all things pause and begin again. Dissension into what you know, but refuse to see, but refuse to hear, but refuse to hold, but refuse to be a part of, but is a part of you. Descend into what fires of hell could be perceived in your own mind's eye, because that is your reality. What would be the worst case scenario? Go there. Go there. Okay? So that you can understand true loss before you actually experience it. This is what you decided you had to wake up early today, and this is what you decided to listen to. 4:30, 5 o'clock. Yes, yes, you. Um, I have an old wine you've already poured. LOL. When it's just you said you can't drink an old wine, Hive, and I'm like, are you talking about my grandma's liquor cabinet? Because I was just thinking about back in the day, like my family used to make wine and sausage and do other Italian things. And I never participated in the wine nights because it was messy and it was alcoholic and I was a child. But the sausage, oh man, what a chaotic but really fun time. Really an amazing time. And so delicious. I'm so sorry to the pigs. They're so cute. But the old wine, the homemade, it was very much like mead. Um, okay, probably should. Sorry, Grandma. R.I.P. 4 with 4 people. There was there was like a night we were teens and we were like just willing to drink anything. It was like Frangelico, I don't know, and the homemade wine. And there's just always like a bulk stash of homemade wine. And it's like, oh, this shit's old. Nobody's gonna drink this. And I think it was the first time that I had wine besides sipping it at communion type shit. The first time I was like drinking wine and wasn't just having like literally a sip of it as like a child. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm drinking this. This was like the most fermented, thick. Like it was like there was scobies in there. And it was the craziest, like, it literally, like, we probably poisoned ourselves. I probably tripped that night, but I'd never done drugs. I was, like, young. I was, like, maybe just fresh out of Catholic school and was, like, cried when I found out about weed, you know? Like, I don't know. At one point, I was just like, "Oh, what the fuck?" But also PMDD, so I probably was just crying a lot, and it was just for any reason or just whatever reason I thought, and not just my hormonal cycle. I had no control over it when I was 14 years old, you know? So it's really funny, but because I ended up smoking weed like shortly after I realized that was an option. Anyways, so silly to think back, but that wine was like the most. I probably fucking tripped balls that night, and I didn't realize it because I thought I was just drunk. And thinking back, like I remember it, and it was hell of a buzz, dude. Hell of a buzz. Where like again, I didn't really do much. Smoked a fucking cig, like hardcore. Got fucked up. So much fun. Um, but like that wine, that was sacred. That was spiritual. That was true communion. That was my resurrection with Jesus. That was probably the first time that I smiled. That's beautiful. Right. I get in those phases too. Listen, every other, well, it's like 2 months in a row are like definitely drastically different from each other, but they're manageable in their own way, even if I have like little outbursts. Okay, I love you so much. Thank you for being here, Morphe. But then the third month, it seems like they go at the same time and then it becomes unmanageable. And I'm like, what in my delusional mind did I literally fucking think was going to like I have definitely taken things out on other people. But once again, I didn't know what the fuck it was. And I was like spiritual and I was on my path. I was religious. I was like, God intended it, or spirit spoke through me. I do now. I warn people now. I'm like, don't test me. I can't do lights. I'm wearing my sunglasses for a reason. Please don't talk to me. Don't take it personally, just like I do on the stream. Shit, I'm being sassy. That's probably not anybody's fault. I know now. I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was younger, I wish that I knew what I know now. When I was stronger. But I don't, didn't. So making up for it in overtime, hopefully. But who knows, right? If it's a goodbye, it's a goodbye. What are you gonna do, right? We gotta put these up. It's too many cards. What the hell happened? So many. Keep singing. I hear. Yeah. Well, everybody's trying to go to bed. Sing some lullabies. Good night, my angel. Now it's time to sleep. Can't think of it. I don't know. Oh, I read that backwards. I was like, "You're not drunk." What? But no. Whoa, I just got a memory of something that I don't really remember. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh god. That is the existential crisis of a time traveler for sure when something triggers a memory that doesn't really did it happen? Was it a dream? I can't. It's gone. It maybe was at a festival type energy of like I just like saw a shirt, lots of colors, and like a feeling, but there was no setting. So I'm like, oh maybe living or dreaming. So I'm like, it was either like it's gone. What was it? What was it? I don't know. Traveler's greatest crisis. Well, crisis is when you cannot place yourself in time. This Barbie is a time traveler. Need to work on what? This was like a one happenstance thing. It may have never even happened. It may have not happened yet. It may have literally been a dream. I just brought up a memory from when I was 14 years old. What the hell do you think I need to work on in terms of that? I just brought up the first time I got wine drunk and it was so fermented that I tripped fucking balls on it. 15, 16, 17 years ago. Come on now. I'm good. It was a brief passing. It was a feeling. It was one of those things. I think I was in line. You wanna know what the memory was, and this is why it was such a fucking like it literally was just this flash of a moment. Bet you balls. I was standing in line waiting for a porta potty at a music festival at night, tripping balls. And I looked at some curly haired girl. She was shorter than me. She had chubbier cheeks and she had a very fucking colorful shirt on. And I looked at her and we both just, and I maybe told her I liked her shirt and then I carried on. If I had to guess what it was, but it was so brief just now, it hurt because I thought it may have been a dream. But if I really had to focus in, that's probably what it was. Relax. You're perfect. Okay. Anyway, the barn brack is right here. Sweetness and synergy. Working together because you want to be. Doing the things you want to do. Just remember, zombie control. Don't let it control you. Whether it's a person that you work with, a company you work for, a job that you do not let it control you. No matter how much you like it, no matter how much you want to be around your coworkers, no matter how much you want to do it, never let it consume and control you. Okay? A lot to do and process, but hey, I'm doing it anyway, right? Do it anyway. Make sure you get your worth, get paid. Night Song, Hidden Talents, Zombie Control, Skull Stars, Infinite Possibilities, Control and Ancestors. Okay, so this is interesting, right? Because why did I just put this in reverse? Yo, listen. Conflicting Ancestors, fucking bet. Watch this. So, Ghost, regret. Yeah, some of your ancestors have some deep regrets. So, I'm white. I know you're not white. I don't know who else is fucking lurking right now, if they're white or not. But some of your ancestors have some deep regrets because we do have the ghost here, was the last one to come up. Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities to remind you that you can do anything in this lifetime. But they are okay. Ancestors showing up behind zombie is what makes me think that some of them have regrets about the way that they acted, the way it is. It really is. The way they acted, the way they I just got like this smell or taste of like a Philly cheesesteak. I don't know if somebody on here is like from Philly or something, but I like just got this like as if you were eating it right now. I don't know if anybody is like doing that, but I don't think they would say if they were, right? Like at this point, whoever's watching ain't talking, so I would appreciate you. Anyways, your ancestors regret some of the control that they relinquished or the control that they had over people. So it would kind of depend. It's almost like for me, I'm white. My colonizing ancestors are like, yo, yeah, kind of like hindsight's 2020. But y'all are not really evolving. Can you do something? Like, we're sorry. Or reversely pressuring people to act the way that they do in regards to like pushing colonization, war, hatred, etc. Although I do think a lot of that stems from the squids. I do think a lot of it stems from the squids. It's crazy. It's so weird. It's just like the psychosis is so real, and the squids show up every time I have psychosis or signs of psychosis. It's really wild, wild coincidence. But then to see someone, the person who created Cthulhu, being racist and having a history of psychosis, that's like a no-brainer. That's my evidence right there. That's my cross-comparing data when I experiment only on myself, so it's very hard to find data that I can cross-reference, but he checks 3 of those boxes, so that's wild. That's wild. Because yeah, part of the scariest part of psychosis was the way that it was like race wars. Look around you, and I'm like, what the fuck? You people are evil. There's nothing you could do or say that would make me change my mind. Like just like this crazy stuff, like having flashbacks to past live memories that I never lived, being on ships and stuff. Like it was crazy. Wide awake, alone in an empty room with white wall. I don't even know. It was like my bedroom at the time, but it's just really fucking freaky stuff. Like I was dead ass. Like I consumed 0 drugs that I knew of. Smoked some random weed. May have been a problem, but even after a while, I stopped smoking the weed. Like it wasn't doing anything. I was like, I need to sleep. I don't know what the fuck. Like I may have been smoking PCP weed, but tell you about what? I am saying I was, like, on ships, I was chained up, I was trying to be polite, but they were like slave ships. And like I was chained, and it was like I could see everyone who was on the ship in front of me. We sat there, and I was like, "My brother will get out of this, I promise you." And he says, "You will, bitch." Like seeing me as the white woman I was, but me being fully immersed in the memory of being chained with my brothers. And so it became like it quickly became like a look what you did. Like, like look who you are. Um, okay, so it was like a fallacy. It was to teach me something, and then I was like, no, but my family, a lot of my family's legacy has been fighting this war on your ships. Like this was never me. This wasn't my bloodline. This wasn't my enemies. Like I I don't know. And then just it going deeper, diving into there with like every single microaggression, everything I didn't understand, every offense that I ever had, every offense that any of my family members ever had, like playing in my head and being in a dungeon, and this there's a lot. And I've gone into it different times at different streams. I really got to get the rest of them up on Patreon. But yeah, no, it's been a lot, and there was like a lot. But it did that one of the first ones that I had was around Halloween time that it started to get real bad. Where it was like, whoa, I am literally descending into the underworld. Shouldn't have come to the city of angels with all this demonic energy in me, but honestly, gotta love it. Okay, like I do love it. Um, yeah, so like, lots of mixed feelings with the ancestors. Yeah, yep. Like true ignorance. And growing up, like we said that stuff too. I'm from the whitest kids you know. I am from the whitest kids you know. And it's like that's I don't know. You don't we did not know the term microaggression before 2016. Like I'm sorry. I've talked to like people in the South, similar experience with like, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we were all doing. Like, don't feel too bad. Like I totally know. Like I was there in 2006. Internet was like way more lawless and ruthless. And I don't think these kids realize like even though the internet is a weird and dangerous place. Oh yeah, wasn't cool at all when I was in high school. Everybody made fun of the anime kids, and I was like, I think it's kind of cool. Sorry, everybody gotta go. Um, but the stigma around it was terrible. So I there was a girl who was really into anime. I think she was kind of into being a cat. I don't even know. I feel like people maybe started that rumor about her. I don't even know. But we used to like silently eat lunch together almost every day, and we wouldn't really talk because I was really shy when I started high school. And she was weird to other people, but like I kind of thought. I mean, I was like 14. Also, she was 14. You know what I mean? Where I was like, she's kind of cool. Like, I was slowly realizing what bisexuality really meant. Like I was like kind of like fucking couldn't stop staring at her, kind of. And the few times that we did talk, you know, uh, I mean, I really liked her. She was really nice. She was really cool and interesting, and like had so much to say. And like like kept each other company for like days and then weeks. And I ended up kind of making more friends later in the school year. I feel like maybe it was still my first semester of high school, but it's cute, like the phases that you go through, and the way you develop over the course of 4 years. And I was very different each year, and I love that for myself because I got to explore so many different like friend groups and not really. I was gonna say fashion, but no, I was dressed the same. Like I pretty much am always dressed like this, but my clothes just get better and better. Even though most of them have been resale since then and now, and it's fine. But like It's so cute. I have no regrets about my fashion in high school, like, I will tell you that. Like, 0 regrets ever. Um, but other than that, I think that when I started to get friends, I just didn't associate with her as much, didn't eat lunch with her anymore, and, I kind of regretted it for the rest of my high school days, and I think even after high school, I tried to, like, find her and not apologize, but just be like, "Hey, like, it meant so much to me, and I don't think she took it at all." And it's just so funny to see things where it's like, now I wouldn't give a fuck who anybody thought of anyone, but in high school, my very early days, I was self-conscious enough to not be friends with someone based on how other people felt about them, no matter how I felt, because I was so, like, lonely or shy or insecure and, like, literally didn't know anyone going from, like, this little Catholic school to this big, snotty high school was scary, but, like, good moves. I'm glad I got to dress myself every day and didn't have to wear a uniform like I did for the past fucking 8 years. That's a real fucking Easter miracle, so yep, that was my whole from 1st grade to 8th grade. And my 8th grade teacher is a fucking saint, and she was like, "Do not send this kid to Catholic. Like, don't do it." And I'm like, "Listen, I will be a lesbian so fast, I will get kicked out the first day. I will hold a girl's hand. What do you think this is? Don't waste your time." So, got to go to public school. Nice. Great. Yeah, 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 yeah. Love that. I think people, like, made fun of me, but, like, I was so, like, naive to it because I was like, "Why would anybody do that? It's just mean. It's not what Jesus would do, you assholes." Um, but I have no idea. I dressed very odd, lots of jewelry and lots of flannel, lots of fucking ripped jeans and writing and tie-dye shirt, iconic tie-dye shirt. Um, just yeah, definitely, like, experimented. Collection of Chucks. Like the tennis ball chucks. Every day was something. Um, gotta love it, you know? So, nostalgia. I think I did decent for high school. A lot of people are like, oh, if I could go back. I'm like, dude, if I had to go back and relive high school in today's society or just like accept what it was, I'm accepting what it was. I would hate, hate to have had all this social nonsense. Oh my god, we were literally the last ones. Like, I am forever grateful for that. There's plenty of evidence, like there's plenty of pictures from the era, but like I am so glad. A lot of them are when I had my fabulous collection of granny dresses. Um, I wish I never got rid of all of my clothes always, but you gotta refresh the closet once in a while. Anyway, some of your ancestors have some regrets, that's all I'm saying. Control issues. They've passed them down for too many generations. They've passed it down for too long. It's time to let go and let God. It's time to realize that there's an infinite number of possibilities. Impressive, I think. Sounds like I don't really run even 3 yards, so 50 sounds like a lot, but I wouldn't know how to conceptualize it. You silly football star. That's why you're self conscious about your freaking gut. And never mind. I was gonna say more. And it wasn't nice. So I was like, fuck it. Can't say nothing nice. Don't say it on the fucking internet, right? I should put that down for merch. You can't say something nice. Don't say it on the fucking internet. I will instead. Eternal love. Love is love is love and it transcends physical death. Some people you're bonded to and they come here with you. And that's that. Are you gonna keep fighting your hidden talents? This card spun all the way around this reading. Are you gonna fucking why are you bringing that up? I'm doing tarot again. Other people do watch the replays, okay? Night Song, Hidden Talents. Are you gonna let them stop you? Honestly, you're gonna love this. Speaking of throwbacks and retro, we're taking it all the way back to like 1997. I went to a skating party. No, maybe we'll just take a break. I have to roll ads in 6 minutes, anyways. Or maybe not a break, but we could just chat for a second before the ad break. Went to a skating party on Saturday. It was a birthday party, a private party at a skating rink. It was out in the boonies. It was gorgeous. It was like the best. I'll post pictures soon enough, I'm sure. It was literally gorgeous. I don't know how else to describe that. It was just like the best fucking night. And this place was retro as fuck. It was, oh my God. Like it had not changed. I'd never been there before, but you could just tell like the culture of the roller rink was alive and well. From the fucking skate rentals to the carpet to the booths to the fucking everything. The vending machines, the counter, yeah. The soda, yeah. Everything was the same. The same. And they were all into it. They were like, yep, we do our best to give the feel. Okay, like we kept it alive. So tonight, using my lip gloss. And I did do a little bit of color, but it's just been a long night. I was drinking and eating and stuff. So remember these bad boys? Mm-hmm. Yeah, the worst lip gloss in the entire fucking world right here. I had much fonder memories, but it fucking sucks. Yeah, it doesn't smell like anything. It's not a very good roller, and it's fun to put on, and it disappears almost immediately, and you probably shouldn't be eating it. And it's like, why are you giving it to kids? Who knows? It's not a very long list of ingredients, which is nice, but what are the ingredients? A bunch of stuff I never heard of. Mhm. Mhm. I know. And I got these bouncy balls out of this, like, fun pinball game that was impossible to play because it was with bouncy balls. Yeah. And I skated bro, listen. We got 4:20 until we gotta roll ads. Listen, when I was in 1st grade, I went to my first skating party at my Catholic school, and my mom thought it would be easier for me to learn how to skate on roller skates because it was, like, 4, it's more stable, it's like training wheels, right? Put those suckers on. I fell on my ass so many times. I was so upset. I was like, I can't fucking do it. Give me the rollerblades. And then I was zipping zooming and like I definitely need to fucking check that out. Um but then rollerblades I was zipping and zooming. So like you gotta understand, I have literally not gone rollerblading probably since middle school. Cannot remember a time I've gone ice skating. Like in my late teens, probably the last time I went ice skating. Maybe once more recently. I can't remember when it would have been, but maybe. I've been on ice skates, but rollerblades, probably middle school. And then like roller skates, just that one time I couldn't do it in 1st grade until Saturday. It was the first time I put on skates in 25 years. And oh my God, not only was I good at it, but I had so much fun with it, and, like, bro, it was so good. No, I can skate, I can. I just was like, "Alright, I'm gonna try it, I'm gonna do it," and I did it. It was amazing. I can, like okay, I like to do, like, this one is, like, so fun, but I can do, like, the regular way, and I can do the turn, like this, you know? So no, I'm not there yet. It's been one time. Relax. I did a lot. Yeah, okay, I can't. I was like holding on to a booth and seeing what the logistics of it would be like, and I was like, hell fucking no. Hell fucking no. Um, but yeah, I made a lot of progress from putting on skates and being like, oh man. And I only almost fell over twice and never actually did. Yeah, dude. Like I crushed it. And I was dressed like Kate Bush's 1978's Wuthering Heights red dress version music video in pink because it was a 70s themed disco night. Yes. Abso-fucking-lutely. I loved it. We all gotta go skate again. It's amazing. I need to get a pair of roller skates. You know, if you're getting me a birthday present, size 10. Make them cute as fuck, though. Look at make them real cute. Okay? Not you personally, just if anybody wants to give me roller skates for my birthday is totally coming up. I do have a wish list on it, but I don't think there's any roller skates on it. We should check that out. Anyways, would be so much fun. Let's go to the ad break, and then we'll be back to tarot. 3113 three viewers. Oh, oh, oh. I almost caused an accident out there myself. It's crazy on the rink. It's crazy on the rink. Okay. And I get crazy on Easter because why do I look so cute in pastels and flowers? Okay. Anyway, it's me. I'm Kathy. I'll come home. So cold that in the window. Oh. You know? Going back in. Not letting you distract me. I feel like we did a lot of these cards. The Underworld, the Witch, and the Spider. These came up and not together like this. The underworld, all things pause and begin again. The witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds, right? That's the necromancer right there is my energy. And spiders, community and web weaving, backing me up. I not only have the underworld on my side, but I got the whole damn community right by me. And I love to see that for my goddamn self. Okay, so no, I will not be hiding my hidden talents. Thank you very fucking much. Vampire much also. Vampire is much. That's why it's like, yo, yeah, no. Don't be taking my energy. Okay? No. Ancestors, they also said no. Ghost, regret. I'll regret if you don't. Oh, darkness, blind spots. Yeah, I shuffled it. Blind spots. Something's coming in, and it won't be too pleasant. Trick or treat, mischief, and play on its side. Forgiveness in the reverse, reducing burden. Maybe not forgiving someone, not accepting an apology because something comes in and it's fucking, you're like, what the fuck? I don't think I can forgive that. This shit is not funny, right? Like, that's scrying, intuition. You know what I'm talking about? Damn. Damn. Zombie control. The fuck? And then vampire underneath it, you know? Something ain't funny, bro. What the fuck? So with flowers, creating through the ashes, and jack-o'-lantern protection. So no matter what happens, you are protected. No matter what you go through, you can get out of the flames on the other side. A new lamp remembrance with jack-o'-lantern right here as protection. Fall upon your loved ones and not necessarily your ancestors. Think of your relatives and also open your goddamn third eye. I think I do have like a little blackhead pimple or something coming in. I noticed it right before I started the stream. The fact that I started touching it right now for no goddamn reason is a sign that you need to open your third eye and see things for what's really like there, right? You're getting blindsided by something, you know? But the mummy, there's change to come, and hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Dawn, the light after the darkness, and midnight, the most magical hour of all. So take notes if you're sleeping. Yeah. But it'll end. Something, yeah, something comes along. It hurts probably, but you're protected. Okay, you're protected. Why? No, it's just this. Are you talking about my third eye? My eye's fine. Did it not look okay? Ghost stars, infinite possibility, werewolf exploring wildness. Is start exploring your options. I don't think this is necessarily a love hang up. But it's just like, yeah, go explore your options. Go be wild. Go be young and do what you want. I kind of hear what you're saying because I was having a separate thought, and it's like, yeah, it is. But then it's like, oh, I hear you. Yeah. Like, but what? Maybe? Right? Yeah. But this is because this is the shadow cards. You know, this is the Halloween Oracle. This is the deceased and the shadow self. This isn't like romantic or anything where I say explore your options. It's not necessarily that. It's about like dating options. Change. There's just mummy change. Things will be different and Fighter, community, and web weaving came up again. Winter, the sacredness of pausing. Things just were slow right now. Like your ancestors are here to say things were just slow right now because it was winter, and like we knew that we were talking ourselves through the process. The witch came out too on its side, where it's like making the decision to like make do or make realize, as above, so below. Um, really like come into realization is like, do you want it or not? It's coming at you, and it's like under certain, have boundaries with it. Sure. How does that work? I don't know. Do you have to fully commit to something if you have stipulations and deal breakers? Or is it the type of thing you can have zero deal breakers? It's like, I'm going to have to find out if I accept or not. And it's just that simple. There will be negotiations, and there will be conversations, and there will be fucking blood. Otherwise, it's a no for me, dog. Night Song, Hidden Talents, whether you see it or not. The Lamp, Remembrance. You have to honor someone. Whether you know what it is, you better look up your culture, find your roots, take a fucking DNA test if you don't have it passed down in your family type shit. You gotta find it and you gotta do it. Look, I picked up the ancestors again. Hey, you too, though. For me, I think it's like singing, maybe like magic stuff. Like, I think I've got it. I think my ancestors were doing kitchen magic and all sorts of stuff. Who knows? I think my relatives, perhaps RIP grandma, but yeah, no. That's like, that's not necessary for me. Armback, Sweetness and Synergy, and Midnight, the most magical hour of them all. Um, you're gonna probably really enjoy working with this person. Is the thing. So yeah, there's like, I don't know. Isn't that weird how this is like someone's? It's like a job's gonna offer you something. It's not gonna be enough, but like you'll really enjoy this. But don't take it if it's not enough money. So it's like, I don't know. Being able to start over. Fighter, community, and web weaving. Jack-o'-lantern protection. It's getting repetitive. This is it for these. Forgiveness. Are you gonna forgive? What's in reverse? Invisibility. You'd be faking it if you forgave this person for what they did. Owl, by seeing my action. You don't like what you see. You don't like what you see. Skeleton strength. You have to have the strength to probably carry on. You probably have to have the strength to carry on. Ancestors say it's all right. Okay. We have apple, risk and reward. If you don't take a bite, you don't know how it tastes. So even if you don't know how it tastes, skeleton strength. Or I'm sorry, even if you do know how it tastes, you take a bite, you don't like it. Okay. Have the strength to spit it out or admit it and not take another bite and wonder if you like it again. There you go. There you go. That's the wise see and wise action coming back. Yeah. Invisibility coming back. Just cutting the deck and seeing them in the upright. Fighter, community and web weaving. Skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. We must have already did. Oh yeah, I was just doing piles. So yeah, spiders there. Section, all that, and ancestors. Yeah, it got repetitive at the end. So, oh, but there's these two cards. These are the last two. They're face down, and they were sitting like on the upper deck. um, damn, I've been streaming for a minute. I keep working up. Skull of Flowers, creating through the ashes, scrying, intuition, and zombie control. Somebody just wants to have control over you, whether it's a company or a whatever contracts, such and such. Pause. Create through the ashes. Wise seed, wise action. The people you really want will come in. They will come true. Joy. Rejoice in the present. Yes. Save that for the next ones. Yep. Infinite possibilities. Oh, Underworld. Not really paying attention to what they want, are you? That's okay. You don't have to. They're dead. So we got one in the upright and one in the reverse, which means with one you have not the other. What are they? With one you have not the other. Death, the eternal cycle begins here. I know. Yeah. That was also that time where I was just talking about the slave ships and stuff. That's why it felt very real. And it was like, what is, I saw the visual of like a fucking contract being signed, like with my name while I was inebriated and the squids, like, just kind of like doing it. And they're like, there's no choice. There was that, I wasn't going to get it. I can't get into this tonight. It's too late. But just sitting in front of a vent is when I really started to learn about this stuff. But it wasn't until now that I was able to like digest it and retell it. Who would choose? Why would I choose what? I didn't really choose that. What do you mean? I don't know. At the time, I was scared and thought they put me in that. But I realized that it may have just been like a future vision. And I'm determining how much of it was real and how much was true and how much I'm supposed to trust myself now versus then, or what plays out, or if it was then and now, or if it would have happened at that point, it would have been this way, but because we waited, it was this or something. I don't even know. It's debatable. I don't know. I may be wrong about a lot of things and be very upset and really awakened. Um, but it's whatever. We'll see. No, I was remembering drama. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I did not choose to be in that moment. It was like learning lessons. Remember learning about these fucking race wars. I don't know. It is kind of a real thing, right? We see it in the media, and I was like, no, I'm not a part of it. And it's like, everyone's a part of it. It's like, what are you talking about? This is fucking terrifying. You want my firstborn? What? Like, scary stuff. I was planted in the earth and reborn. So it was like, I didn't know what was good or bad. I didn't know what was like voluntary or involuntary. I was like, what the actual fuck? But it's maybe I was just in the underworld walking through, seeing a lot of dead people, opening up to the fact that that's what I do. I was probably interacting with a lot of shamans around me, but then at the end of the day, I was alone. But they check up on me every day until I was gone, and then they're like, "Fuck, man, maybe she died," and I didn't. Here I am. Hi. When you got that spider bite on your nose, and Ellie found out exactly where it goes. Yeah, but I was fully awake. It was terrifying. I was like, what in the actual fuck? I was curious at first. I was like into it. I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to embrace this. This is what I've always wanted, was to go through portals and magic to be real and to see dead people, right? Let's do it. And then after approximately 30 days, I was like, yeah, no, I'm out. I can't do this forever. If it's not gonna stop, it's not gonna stop. But holy fuck, man, get me out. Like fucking crazy. The bulk was the 2 weeks was like, oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. It was fucking wild though. But yeah, it was like a month. I don't know. Scary stuff. So I'm like, I don't know. What would I be returning to? What did y'all do? And if you don't tell me, you'll never live the life you want to. Fess up no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. And overall, I do see it as like, okay, if I would have had a shaman with me, I probably would have been better off. I don't know if I ingested drugs unknowingly or unwillingly. I don't want it to consume, but I was like, you know what? Y'all are weird as fuck today. Like, you're weird as fuck today. The fuck am I supposed to say? What the fuck are you gonna say? You better figure it the fuck out. Your life was never gonna course correct if you can't address it. Like, that's the craziest thing. Yeah. So winter, the sacredness of pausing again. I'm supposed to be putting this deck away. I was just looking at those last two cards, but now all of a sudden there's more. The witch and the mummy. Skeleton, strength, hearth, home. Cauldron, you may not want to work with this person anymore. It's over. Scorpio's energy. If you are dealing with a Scorpio, you will not have that cake and you will not eat it too. Leo, maybe dealing with a Leo. Gotta have the strength to walk away though. Not necessarily from the Leo, but it was more like if there's a Scorpio, there can be no Scorpio. If there, you know what I'm saying, or whatever kind of ending has to happen. Forgiveness, reducing burden, the underworld, and vampire emotional intelligence. Can you forgive? Depends on what. Yeah, you're just worried they won't want to work with you. You tell them. Unsure. Trick or treat, mischief and play. What? They're done. I don't know why I was still shuffling. I'm not going to read those. They're done. The underworld has spoken. Scrying, intuition, hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes, spider, community, and web weaving. What? What? Vampire, emotional intelligence, witch, the earthly weaver of the worlds. I agree. I don't know what exactly you mean, but I feel that because I'm getting a inner message about the collective message currently, which is what most of you should be doing as you observe these things and wonder why I don't do personal reading. That's it. Yeah. Dawn, light after the darkness, night song, hidden talents. Yes, I see. I see. It's fullest. I see its fullest pictures. I get you. 333. Yes, thank you. Because I was kind of like, oh man, am I getting this clearly? And it's like sorta rethink it, think it all through, And it's like, oh yeah, okay, cute. Underworld coming in for the clutch, the save, the everything. Yeah. Midnight, most magical hour of them all. Blessed, protected, royal, etc. Long time come. Joy. Voice in the present. Let nothing shake or break you. Scrying, intuition, hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Woo! Okay. Time to put it away. Been saying that, and then I was shuffling, and I was so lost that you were like, yo. I'm like, ah, yeah, okay. Ancestors. Death. Winter. Pause. Okay. I did say I was gonna do another one, but I wanted to be done and 2 hours ago. Yeah, I was gonna be 2 hours ago. I'll stream tomorrow. I have this deck out. I'm gonna pull these out and I'm going to work the um I'm gonna sort the zodiacs out of them and pull cards, but I'm gonna read it tomorrow. I gotta go. I got shit to do today. Well, I'm not going yet, but yeah, I do gotta go. I didn't realize it was quite this late because like the stream got interrupted so many times that I didn't keep track of the time. So yeah, I'm gonna pull out these cards. Everybody's in late with me. You're not sleeping enough. If you stay up watching me all night every night and try to wake up early, you ain't sleeping enough. I'm not saying that to anyone in particular unless I am, but if you ever gotta sleep through my shit, just rewatch it. It'll be just as it's almost like the cards or I or life knows where you're at in the long run, in the full scheme. It knows every single message that's meant to be. Yeah. So, thank you to everyone who is tuning in and out tonight. It was like popping for a second, but people are like, "What the fuck, man?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I get that, but also like, all right." I'm gonna do it like last time, kind of see what comes up. Why do y'all keep saying it's good night and whatnot? Wrapping up now. Because I wanna I want to group them like last time it worked. Like it just kind of fell into place instead of like putting them in order. It's like which messages get whose. But maybe I'm just meant to do it tomorrow, dude. Like maybe I need to make sure I have 12. 1, 2. I have them face down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That is probably why it wasn't working. I'm missing one. Who is it though? I'm keeping them unrevealed, so it'll be more surprise tomorrow. This is gonna be a cool setup, and it's gonna like just roast overnight. Oh, and I was gonna do my personal readings. Damn, I'm not putting them off. I just know they're gonna be good ones. Capricorn is the one that I didn't have in there. Very cute. Trinity. Shut up. It's always Yu-Gi-Oh. It is the heart of the cards. No one's pulling out. I got it. Got all 12. Pisces. How does this work? It just worked last time. Ooh. Okay, that one's touching the same. What am I holding out? You're not into Egyptian lore at all? There it is. Okay. Got the piles. This is going to be fun and cool. Got some individual readings and 2 group readings. I think I might. Well, I think I might draw them during the reading tomorrow. This is just going to be the order I go in. And I'll leave you with this tidbit here. I'll get going. Crown, chakra, maybe. Wow, frequency. Yeah, unity. Oh my gosh, I'm here to help you. What is it? Universal balance. Whatever it is, it's going to be very good and it'll bring things into focus, balance, or whatever. So, yeah, okay. What is it? Universal spirituality and commitment. Probably a good idea. Yeah, good call. This should it be a new candle or I think it'll. Well, I have one that's like getting low. Like finish it off, or I have like these two I've never burned for anything, but I feel like they should be for ritual, and I didn't do anything. But maybe Easter Monday, like tomorrow is when it's like maybe I don't know. We'll see. Universal spirituality and commitment. Get grounded in your beliefs. Get secure in your faith. Get guided and grounded in these things because law of transmutation, it's about to fucking transform your life. So learn to laugh along and play it up, right? Universal healing. It's meant for you. Yeah, yeah. Universal balance, it's all coming through. Law of life, you gotta live it, dude. But whatever you have lived, cause and effect. Law of cause and effect, law of life. Universal balance. Everything that you have done will be undone, will be done unto you. But everything will come back as it should, as it's meant to. Right? And this miracle, it's literally just a miracle. Don't even think. It's just a miracle. Okay? There's just one thing and I'll be okay. I need a miracle every day. I need a miracle every day. Yeah, I don't know, source, what you're saying. But I gotta go. Miracle at the top of the deck. Giver of light at the bottom. Law of karma underneath it. Shine that light. Be in the darkness. Cause and effect in universal healing again. Crown again. Law of limitation. What's stopping you? Law of limitation. What's in front of it? Universal harmony. It's not being sung yet. It's okay. It will be. Miracles happen every day. Inner vision. Just keep envisioning. Okay. It's great. Okay. Yes, law of karma is bring it all back to you. Universal healing is for you. By some miracle, it just happened. Golly, isn't that beautiful? Good for you and your sister. Okay, so we'll get back to that. I don't know. I gotta do my personal readings. I have to stop leaving cards out. It deters me from doing personal readings, but whatever. I will get to them when I get to them, which tomorrow I need to do a short stream. I need it in general. I need to revamp my schedule and do all this stuff, and I was going to give myself time tonight, and then I got pretty good. I chatted. Caught up. So I'm going to roll some ads while I clean up a little bit, and I'll be back to say goodnight. Be back tomorrow or later today for more streaming. So I'll be back in 3. All right, y'all. I'm back and I'm leaving. So if you're just tuning in, thanks for being here. However, I'm gone. So watch the replay. You can catch up on the chat. We chatted so much tonight. I don't even know what about. It was kind of a fun little Easter night. Wasn't really but good enough. I guess we did talk a lot about Jesus, so it was pretty Eastery. Um, we've got some zodiac pulls to look forward to tomorrow with the Cosmic Deck of Initiation. When I say tomorrow, I do mean later today. It's late as fuck, early in the morning. Monday night. I'll be back around the same time, 9 p.m. Pacific, whatever. Could be later. Tonight was super late. Shouldn't have started this late. Shouldn't have gone this long, but here we are, you know? So watch the replays. It got disjointed due to my disconnection, but yeah, I gotta go right now. Like, I pretty get it wrapped up. So happy Easter, everyone, from your favorite Fabergé egg. I love you all so very much, and hopefully I do see you tonight. And if not, then maybe Thursday or whenever the fuck I decide. Got revamping to do, just hasn't totally hit me yet, right? So I hope to catch you tonight. How about what? How about what? What? How about what? Tell me right now. Chat about what? You stayed up? It's late as it's still been like 2 hours since you decided to stay up with me. But I have an appointment later, so I have to sleep. I wanted to be done by 2 hours ago. Well, no kidding. Oh my gosh, I know. Yeah, sorry. Um, you'll be okay and you'll be able to sleep. I have full faith. I hope the same for myself. And there's so many things I want to do before bed, but I think I have to force myself to sleep and wake up and do them. I hate trying to figure that out. I hate trying to figure that out. Where it's like I know I'm more productive at night, but then I know I stream at night, so I have to like utilize the day because I know I'm gonna stream at night, but then I like don't because I'm more productive. And then I start getting into stuff, and that's why the streams get so late, and it's like, oh my god, just like a mess. So gotta go. No, it is fun to chat though. You just love having my undivided attention for once, and you drank coffee, so you're like, damn it, both. I know. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. It's out of the box, right? Cat's out of the bag. Love you all so much. Yeah. I'll be back later tonight, Monday evening, with once again Cosmic Deck of Initiation and whatever else comes up on the agenda. Maybe some squid stuff, but who knows? Like whatever. Much love. Love, 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 love. And see you later. Good night. Good luck. Good morning. Touch. Sweet dreams. Ciao. Everything. Gotta go now. All right. See you later. Thanks. Thank you.